we found a fort of sorts. Quite impressive. Wow. Not sure where it came from or what it's for. Look at this place. Looks like a whole civilization must have lived here. It's probably in quite good condition for how old it is. Very old writing on there. To go in, but oh dear me, that's a deep hole. It's really, I don't know if these are wasp nests or what on the side. I think they must be over many years they've been built up. Let's try and have a quick look. Up there. Right, we're on for another, and there's the castle, the fort that we looked at, and obviously there's some kind of a thing here. Carry on around to see what it is. Maybe you can get in. Yeah, there's a door. Wow, look at this, it's a water tower. Doesn't look so old when you're inside. Bangladesh. Okay. I'm not sure what these buildings will be, whether that sign gives some indication or not. Let's have a look inside. Wow. Wow, it's really well established. What is it? Steel girders in here suggest it's not too old. I definitely think it's something to do with water. Lots of graffiti, quite modern looking. Similar on both sides, I guess. Obviously looking like a defensive position with these things in it. It's quite hot. I'm glad to be out of the shade. Definitely water related and heavily defended at one time. Right, so these are what's called magnificent rocks. Supposedly because of how they grow out of the landscape. You can't quite see it from here. But let's try and climb up and have a look. It's actually quite steep, this. So I think it'll be easier to actually get on the rocks themselves. Oh, look at all the crickets. No way. Loads of them. Right. It's like a totally different landscape. Very unusual. Let's try and get on the high point, eh? Oh, easy to climb. You can see those guys down there. He's giving us a wave, come on. Right, this is a good view. Definitely unusual, definitely different than the surrounding area. You can see the main road, and we reckon this must have been the old railway line all the way, because it's very straight, and a bit of googling along the way suggests that fort and the other stuff around there is something to do with the Ottoman Empire. Oh look, there's a grouse. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Something like a grouse anyway, you don't get those very often. How unusual. Right. There's some good ones over there. Well, do you want to try and take a look? And what I'll do is I'll try and take a few pictures now that we've explored a bit with the GoPro. What a place this is. We've got some great pictures, but we're in the old town of Al-Ula, and it's fantastic. Some of the examples they've got in here. Let's just have a quick look up one of these streets, and the rest I'll just do in pictures, so I'm following a guide. Here's an old building that they've got paint on the outside, and you can see how they're trying to reconstruct it now. But here is some damage from 20 years ago, how heavy rain has made the building collapse, and there's a beautiful old box just there. I guess it's still a work in progress. I'm going to see some more of it now. see what photos we can get. Wow. Pretty impressive up here. Looking down at the old town. And this beautiful landscape. Look at that. Oh, like a market down there. Sure, that's where we're going getting some food later on, I reckon. God, we're at Hegra. This is somewhere I've wanted to become for as long as I can remember. Look how amazing this place is. Look at this.
هو الوحيد اللي مو مقبرة هنا. هذه أول حاجة جبل الإكماه يسموه ليهيان. ليهيان زي المجلس دحين منطقة كلها يناقشوا أمور الدولة ويحاكموا الأشخاص.
This is just such an incredible place. They've carved out of the rock to worship their own gods. And you can see up here how there's a big one carved high in the rock. More high, the higher the more important. Some a bit weather worn, but it's just an incredible space. Really amazing. And then we can walk back through this tunnel where they did again spaces to worship your own god, but then there are specific gods in there as well. Let me just see if I can get this across. It's a bit like the gap at Petra, but the same tribe, the Nabateans. This one has got a headless eagle on the top. And this one, some guy from Syria travelled all the way from Syria to inscribe his god into here so he could worship it. And they know that because he's written in the top about his journey and what he did. A bit like I was here from many years ago. What an incredible space. Here's another, a gap where you can bring your own. So it's open to all, it seems. I like the inclusivity. And then there's this space at the side, which is carved out of the rock for dignitaries, important people, leaders, where they discuss the important things they had to deal with. Imagine how much work that took to cut that out of the rock and make these seats around the edges. Very interesting. So these are tombs of middle class people, and what they said to me, I said, look, it must take a lifetime's work to cut these things out, you know, it's just incredible. Well, it depends how much you pay, was the answer. So not much has changed in life, has it? But they're just amazing. These ones at the bottom are easier to access, and you can actually have a look in, so I'll do that for the ones that you can access. Wow, what a special thing. Right, so if you're a commoner, these are the ones that you get. A bit more open, not as deep, and they're now getting affected by nature. You can see they're a bit more open. Still quite an impressive engineering feat or masonry feat. You know, cutting all that out is no simple task, but you can see the chisel marks. It was all just done by chisel and hammer. Absolutely amazing. I'm not sure how long it would take me to chisel that out, but it's not an afternoon's work, is it? Let's be sure about that. The colours of the rocks are just incredible. I'm not sure if you can actually get that on the camera. This looks like a more expensive one again. Wow, this is really quite special. And here, look at that with those. It's echoing. Echo. He said to me, if I go in, I will be cursed, so I better be careful. I said, I will stay here, I love it. She said, no. It's like an oven in the summer. I will not enjoy it. But I'll tell you what, if you're going to end up somewhere and finish your days, this is not a bad place to be, I don't think. Anwar is our tour guide and she is telling me about all of this. It's fantastic having someone who's so knowledgeable about it. Anwar, tell me about it. Like, they will put the people in there, they didn't mummify them, they didn't go in a sarcophagus, they were wrapped, yeah?
Yeah, so they found one complete dead body with the wrapping method.
Okay.
So they wrapped the dead body with 3 layers.
Yes.
The first layer is from cotton mixed with resin.
Right.
And it's to preserve the body.
Okay.
The second layer from wool.
Yeah.
And the wool was dyed with red color.
Okay.
And the third layer from leather.
Yes.
And then they wrap it with a rope from a leather. So they found the dead body for a woman.
Yeah.
She was wearing a necklace.
Okay.
And the necklace was from date and beeches.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a symbol for fertility.
Yeah, fertility.
Yeah.
She had a peach.
Yeah.
That's what. Very nice. Thank you. You're really knowledgeable.
Thank you.
Shukran. Right, this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest. I'll put a picture on that try and gives it some scale relative to a person. But there's only one grave in here, which suggests this guy was particularly well off. So he had it all to himself. It certainly makes it unique in that respect. This is as far as we can come. Okay, I think I'm getting told not to come this way, but you get the impression of it. It's massive, very impressive. May they rest in peace. Right, we've come to some viewpoint, and what a viewpoint it is. You can see right through the valley that we've been in. What a view. I think that must be the old town down there, where the castle is. You can see the top of the castle actually. That's where we were last night. That's where the restaurants are and where we climbed. That must be the town that we stayed in last night, I guess. Viewpoint's seen better days, I think, but definitely worth coming here to check out this amazing valley. These are all like date palms, I guess, all the way through, and suggests there's definitely a lot of water underneath. I don't think you can see quite where Madain Saleh is, unless that's it right over there. Maybe that's it. Wow. jump on it. Yeah, man, I'm on it.
Come on, let's get in. Let's have it.